Well, Rice and Julian Timber announcement worry has been addressed by Fabrizio Romano and David Austin. After a story that was put out by Sky Sports yesterday, Fabrizio Romano have gone ahead to counter Sky Sports onto their worrying news. They are really trading around social media about Declan Rice and Julian Timber. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And we've come in late, but we all know that even if we come in late, we'll obviously cover it up to the fullest, and you guys won't miss out on any single video that you deserve to obviously get from this channel. And it's the Transfer News Show. Talking Jordan Henderson, the captain of Liverpool, accepting a move to join Steven Gerrard down in Saudi Arabia, and Chaloba, you know him very well, he plays for Chelsea. He's one of those players that are gonna head to obviously show up on the cash-in list of Pochettino this summer transfer window. So let's see, close to 400 likes. Smash on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that we hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of this month. Now, we have the following, and it's coming in from Sky Sports. This was the first story that really raised an alarm from Fabrizio Romano and David Austin. They said West Ham are becoming increasingly frustrated about the delay with the deal to sell Declan Rice to Arsenal. The £105 million deal was agreed 8 days ago, but it has not been signed yet. West Ham are still waiting to sign the contracts. Now, this came in through late in the night, and then Fabrizio Romano just found himself in a position where he was reacting to it and telling us the exact facts behind this. He told us that I said, here we go for Declan Rice and Timber, and I don't change my position. I saw some rumors again today, but guys, I'm told it's just a matter of an announcement. This remains very clear. Arsenal have everything ready for those two deals. So let's wait and see. That's what we are being told by Fabrizio Romano on Julian Timber and Declan Rice. He has told us that he has heard rumors. And what are the rumors? Obviously, that West Ham is frustrated after the deal of Declan Rice is really stalling and Arsenal not really accomplishing this deal. And you know that Declan Rice is one of those hottest deals that everyone would like to jump onto. And they're using this time lag that has been provided them by Arsenal and West Ham to issue out stories that are not really legit. And the transfer guru himself, Fabrizio Romano, has come out and really given us the facts behind the fact or the delay of this deal. Very many Arsenal fans had worried, and Fabrizio Romano told you, don't worry, these deals are really going to come to pass, and Arsenal are really contemplating on what they are going to do, and everything was signed and dusted. Then Austin, the man himself, who broke that this deal is a done and dusted deal. He said, my understanding is pretty much everything is done and dusted. For Arsenal fans, there is nothing to be concerned about. They are committing a record fee. The announcement can take time on a deal of this magnitude. So he's just confirmed to us that the deal is done and dusted, and no reason for Arsenal to worry on what the transfer is all about. And as it stands, it's all about Declan Rice finding himself in a position of really doing the needful, of really training and getting ready for the Arsenal side. But everything is ready, done and dusted. But for the deal of that magnitude, because Arsenal spent a lot of money, £105 million, they want to maximize, the announcement of Declan Rice and obviously maximize the sale of shirts. Because what you get when you announce a player of the caliber and the hype of Declan Rice is so much important, especially from the sales of those replica jerseys, right? So those replica jerseys are really expensive. They go for like a minimum of £85 to £100. So if at all Arsenal can sell close to, even if there are 100,000 Declan Rice jerseys on his announcement, that will help Arsenal obviously gang in a lot of money from his sales. Now, 100,000 times £100, you know, those are already £10 million from the sale of jerseys of Declan Rice. And trust me, Arsenal is one of those clubs that has very many supporters that are really so much supportive into their ranks. So I think Arsenal are just planning for the best moment to get this deal over the line. I've seen very many people come out and obviously referring to us that they want to find themselves in a situation of really issuing statements about Declan Rice delayed transfer that even looks like the deal can be called off because of that delayed announcement. Now, trust me, if West Ham were not so much assured of how this deal was going to go on between them and Arsenal, they wouldn't have gone ahead to really allow Declan Rice to go and have a medical. But the moment they confirmed his medical, everything is done and dusted, and no team is willing to come in and obviously hijack the deal, because even if you want to come and hijack it, papers have already been signed and the remaining ones can't really stop this deal from really getting done. The fact is, they've gone ahead to agree a deal of £105 million for Declan Rice, and all what they're waiting for is those final documents to be signed. And you know, there is a huge money transfer involved, and because Arsenal have never done a deal of such magnitude, they need to pay a lot of attention to details so that they don't make mistakes that will cost them maybe the time to come. Now, after that, Timber. I've read a certain story coming in from Netherlands indicating that Julian Timber, Arsenal hope to see to it that Julian Timber goes ahead to play the game they're going to play today in Germany, but there were some limited contract issues, and I think it's all about the image rights. Guys, image rights are hard to really negotiate on because those image rights are supposed to be agreed on with the person Arsenal sold them to and the club of Arsenal. That is it. So because Julian Timber has already been given money for his image rights, so Arsenal now has to sit down with the person in charge of the image rights of Julian Timber and obviously try to find a common ground onto that, because if you don't, then they'll find themselves in a situation of obviously colliding, because even when you post a photo of Julian Timber on the website or social media platform of Arsenal, the owner of the image rights of Julian Timber will come out and sue you. So Arsenal need to get everything done and dusted. When they're done and dusted, they'll go ahead and obviously announce the deal. And these are some of the things that have not been happening when Arsenal's gone ahead to sign players, because when Arsenal sign players, they immediately announce them in like 2-3 days later after passing and completing the medical. But this time around, the medicals of these two were completed on last Friday and last Saturday, but as it stands, they have not yet been announced. But I've told you the reason as to why they have not been announced. But it's a done and dusted deal. Don't anticipate anything like a backslide into this deal. Just go ahead and obviously jubilate and be there waiting for a here we go. Now, we are having Jordan Henderson, who has gone ahead to accept. Jordan Henderson has accepted El Etifak proposal. There is verbal agreement in principle, contract agreed, deal now depends on Liverpool and Al Etifak discussing on the fee. No chance to let him leave for free. Hendo spoke to Klopp today and there is green light. Now, when you look at this deal, it has obviously gone ahead to shock many, because maybe Dean Henderson wanted to stay a little bit longer, and I've seen Chelsea fans come out and mock him and other fans that we thought you were waiting for Jordan Henderson and you wanted to leave him at Liverpool. So why are you leaving before he has gone ahead to arrive? And obviously he's leaving for Saudi Arabia. And guess what? They are getting some good amount of money from the deal. And Melissa Reddy has confirmed us that Liverpool would expect around a double the £10 million fee being reported for Jordan Henderson, given the 2 years left on his contract. His status as a club captain and England international, Al Ahly's $30 million valuation of Riyad Mahrez would be a reference point. Now, so to me, £10 million, I think it's very, 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 very limited. Oh, they're saying about to double the £10 million fee being reported for Jordan Henderson. So he has 2 years on his contract, and Liverpool want close to £20 million, and they are using Riyad Mahrez's valuation of £30 million that they should get in. And I know why Liverpool are really clinging on this fee. Do you know why? They have Romeo Lavia, and Romeo Lavia, they walked out of this deal because they feel like he's overpriced out of the move of Southampton to Liverpool. And getting £20 million in, they might even go in for players like Oreo Tchouameni. That is it. And I anticipate that it's going to be one of those lively transfers that are going to happen very, very, very soon. So as it stands, it's all about Jordan Henderson going to Saudi Arabia. So even those players that you least expected to be going to Saudi Arabia, they are going to go there, and is going to join a team that is being coached by Steven Gerrard and has been really convinced by Steven Gerrard. And I think Steven Gerrard told him that you're no longer going to play the World Cup, you'll play in the Euros because you are part of that team, and Southgate will obviously call you up. So come on and do the needful, and obviously get a huge chunk of payment from the side of Saudi Arabia, and I think I was going to head to really accept it. Now, as Chelsea are trying to obviously sell more players out of the club, remember, we have a quite good number that has gone ahead to leave the side of Chelsea, and now there is Trevor Chaloba. Dr. Dom Smith, football reporter for the Evening Standard, has confirmed to us that Chelsea are opening to selling Chaloba this summer for the right price. It's understood Chaloba is behind fellow centre-backs Silva, Fofana, Badiashile, and Colwill in the pecking order. Poch only wants 4 centre-backs in the first team squad next season, but I think if he wants 4, then it's bad, because you need to be having like 5. You need 5 centre-backs, But I really understand why he's talking about 4, because Chelsea is going to be playing in only the Premier League, FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup. So I don't see any chance that they need really those. But if I was going to play the Champions League also, all Europe, then he would have needed 5. And they're trying to use this juncture to really sell him off and really see other players coming in through. But I think Chaloba will be really hugely welcomed at different teams, because he showed us in his debut season at Chelsea that he's really good, and he put in what we call a shift. But right now, he has been having on and off performances, but I really anticipate that it's really going to come to pass. So let's wait and see which teams are going to come in for Chaloba. And this is Rokani David. Your thoughts on to Rice and Julian Timber announcement worry addressed by Fabrizio Romano and David Austin. What do you make about it? And what do you think about Jordan Henderson agreeing a deal to go on and play for the Steven Gerrard side in Saudi Arabia? And lastly, Trevor Chaloba put on market by Pochettino. He wants him out. A sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David remains my name. I'm out. Ciao, ciao.